$100 annual membership fee. You should have received this in the mail. So please check your mail carefully. Because
it's a big envelope, kind of puffy, so that way you don't miss it. We made sure
it's not a regular
extra
mail.
money for you to see it.
And the new lock will be installed effective April 17th. So
that's a Tuesday. So that gives you the whole weekend to make sure.
To find your key and everything, and be prepared for the following week when you go out.
We'll have our professional locksmith, Mr. Pierre Mistro, will go out there to take care of it.
Johnny Fontenot, I think, does the welding.
Well, Pierre's the assistant.
Pierre's the assistant. And we also want to thank our own local locksmith, Ivan Burgon, and his staff, Tammy.
Because there's a lot of keys, a lot of work.
A lot of work. But we use one lock, and you can't get this key duplicated anywhere else, but there's only 3 of us can get a duplicated key made, and I happen to be one of them.
And I got to cry. If I'm missing a key, I got to go and they got to call one of those guys to get me a key. So
there you go. So anyhow, just want to heads up, everybody, we have taken care of it.
Friday night at the Delta Grand, if you got a child from 5 to 13 years of age, there's an art show and pizzas and drinks at $30 per child. They'll take care of your child from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. You can go out and have a good time while your child's there learning something and having a good time as well. This Friday, Delta Grand.
A number of you haven't sent in your dues, and I want to close out that 3 Mile Lake. Please do so you can have your key mailed to you just as quick as we possibly can.
And to help with the lily eradication, to help with any kind of beaver issues, to help with all the problems that you got to maintain a lake, your $100 goes a long ways.
Goes a long, long ways.
And we also got the Lilly Scholarship coming up again, the Charles and Antonio Lilly Memorial Scholarship for St. Leonard Parish High School seniors to give $1,000 through the KC's Council 1173. Call Ken Thibodeau, 942-2736.
And talking about unlocking.
Welcome back, yes, hello.
Lafayette energy firm, Devon Industry, and their partner, Cinepex, which is a Chinese company, if I'm not mistaken, have 285,000 acres in the Tuscaloosa Marine Shale that crosses Louisiana's midsection, contains the equivalent of 1.7 million barrels of oil. But more work must be done to unlock the resource. It's a very expensive drilling that's taking place, but a lot of people are interested in the development of this fracking of this shale, and hopefully this can continue, because this helps us be less dependent on foreign oil. We're going to always probably buy some foreign oil just to keep our markets open for our own growth of the need of oil, because the green energy and all that, that's a slow process, and it's very expensive.
Most of it only works if gasoline gets really high.
Now, the only bad news on the shale is the gas. It's too much gas has been...
Too much natural gas.
Natural gas.
Right.
They're going to slow down, like up around the Shreveport area in the Haynesville shale. They've already cut down on a number of rigs drilling, and they having a hard time finding caverns to save all of this natural gas.
What we need is those engineers to figure out how to use that gas in more ways.
In more ways, and they're working on that. In fact, Lafayette has opened, I think, its first natural gas
station. I guess is what you call it.
Yeah, gas station.
I mean, they use the buses and all that.
I think it's opened.
Okay.
I think
I got a bunch of sponsors I got to get to, a bunch. Dr. Carrie Thibodeau, all your surgery needs. Dr. Carrie Thibodeau can help you over in the Office of General Health Care system. Dr. Carey is a board certified surgeon. He's been here for 20+ years. He does wound care, which is helping you if you've got an older surgery that didn't heal right, maybe some varicose vein issues, maybe you've got some healing that's not working correctly with your diabetes. He can help that as well. Dr. Carey Thibodeau, remember, you've got a choice who your surgeon is. Ask for Dr. Carey. And LHC Group, all your home health care needs. Maybe after the surgery is over, you got to get a little bit of help at home. Maybe you need some oxygen at home. Maybe you need a lift chair, special beds, you need the rehab people to come to your house, or maybe a nurse in your house, Louisiana Healthcare can help you with all that. They also help you with hospice, with palliative care. They've got the Health and Wellness Center here in Annapolis as well. Don't forget about Louisiana Healthcare Group. It's all about helping people.
And don't forget Targill. It's a good time to remind everybody, because right now
they're boiling crawfish.
They're boiling crawfish and they're barbecuing a lot. And if you need some utensils and all, you need some special pots and everything, Targill is right there on Vine.
And all the seasoning you want. If there's a particular blend of seasoning that you'd like to get made, they can do that for you. They can package it with your own label if you want to use it for your own advertising. They've also got plastic, kitchen supplies, butcher supplies, cake supplies.
That's what Targill started out as, was a butcher supply. When Ted Bellard and the family purchased that place.
But don't forget about them for cake supplies. If you're a big cake baker, they've got all the things you need. You know it's not easy to find places to go get all that done. And one more, let's go with El Pico de Gallo restaurant over at the Quarters Casino. If you go to the Quarters Casino here, north of Opelousas at I-49 North Exit 23, Pico de Gallo, authentic Mexican cuisine with 2-for-1 margaritas and a meal adjoining the Travel Plaza where you get your good Chevron fuel. They've got the crispy, crunchy chicken in there if you want to get meals 7 days a week. They got good diesel there. And try your luck in the casino. That is at the Quarters.
I have a little follow-up on, I said when I go to these events today, I don't talk as long as I used to talk. You don't have to be cutting me out and all of that. My horoscope a few days back kind of hit it right on target. It says, it behooves you, talking to me, to be a better listener than a talker. While you're telling others what you know, someone might be trying to tell you something you don't know.
I believe
I'm trying to listen to some of these.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm trying.
We got the Sunrise.
Make it easier on you.
We got the Sunrise Duathlon coming up. The Opelousas Rotary sponsors this every year. 2-mile run and 16-mile bike run. I think they run again after that 2 more miles. Sunday, April 15th, 8 a.m. Go to active.com to register. I got no phone numbers and nothing else, but it's this Sunday. Not sure where. I think they started the Health and Wellness Center somewhere in that area off Heather Drive. Give a call to your local Rotarian.
And several events are being planned this week because it's National Library Week. Both the library here in Opelousas and the one in Eunice has special events planned, but the libraries are open 5 days a week. Do they open on Saturdays?
Yeah, they open on Saturdays.
Open on Saturdays too. Okay, 6 days a week, and they're asking if you have any books that you'd like to donate, bring them to either one of the libraries, and hopefully they can use them. If they can't use them there, they'll put them up for sale.
They'll put them up in the book sale so either people bring home or at another library. And so it'll get good use no matter what. This Saturday, April 14th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Donald Gardner Stadium, there's a Break the Silence, Stop the Violence rally sponsored by Chief Perry Gallo in the Opelousas Police Department. So go by. They're going to have Mr. I Can Make You Dance. Cupid is going to do a live performance. Perry Gallo, the Chief of Police here, is going to speak. Former Chief of Police Larry Collier will be speaking, and a former gang leader, Charles Banks, who got out of the gang stuff, will be there. Go by. You can call 948-2500 and get more info.
Every week lately, I've commented that a lot of jobs in Acadiana are open, and a lot of them even have signing on bonuses, like my own Reggie and Cody, my relatives there, my brother and his son.
Dupre Logistics.
Dupre Logistics. North American Salt Company, and of course, they're located over in St. Mary Parish, which is just a drop below Lafayette, New Iberia. North American Salt Company has a heavy diesel equipment mechanic position open, a 5,000 sign-on bonus. Electricians, 5,000 sign-on bonus. They have production miners, production foreman, maintenance foreman, just a lot of positions open at that salt mine over in St. Mary Parish.
We got Art Mania coming back, the second annual Art Mania, which is sort of like the Pyromania if you ever went in Lafayette and saw it. But it's now down at the old Washington Schoolhouse in Washington, Louisiana. It's the weekend of the 21st and 22nd at the Washington Schoolhouse. And it's going to be all day. If you want to open a booth, $20 is all day charge. And all the money goes to St. Jude's Research Hospital. More info, you can call Absolute Art Glass, 237 5977. I can tell you, from the blacksmiths to the glasswork, it's a beautiful thing to go see.
Delicious boiled crawfish every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, opening at 4 p.m. in the afternoon till, and that's Leanne and Dean Ballara, and of course that's at Indian Hills Country Club in the pool house. I've eaten them, they are delicious, and they want your business. If you possibly can, go help that young couple out.
This Thursday, that's today, Opelousas Little Theater kicks off the new season with Superior Donuts, an interesting play that tells a story about a man with a decrepit donut shop in an uptown neighborhood in Chicago and a black teenager who's his only employee. Should be good and fun. Get your tickets at Sebastian Dupre or at the door at the Little Theater an hour before the show.
Over in Ascension Parish, the parish president, Tommy Martinez, who I met a couple of different times years ago, he has recently hired his top 3 management team. And the third person in Martinez's management is none other than Beth James. Her mama is Pat James here in town. Her daddy is our late friend who's deceased now, Mr. Laddie James with Prairie Construction. Beth has been with the administration since mid-2010. She was hired only months after former chief administrative officer left for another job. And each one of these assistants will be paid $75,000 annually. So wow. George Richard had told me about meeting Beth when he went over there. Part of the hot air balloon annual event is going to take place there.
Oh, so they're going to move it there?
Well, some of it, but the flights themselves are going to take off in Baton Rouge Parish.
Excellent.
So they're going to go between those two. So
when George gives the details, send them to us.
He told me how effective Beth is and the prominent role she plays in parish government. Friday
night at the Music and Market Series, Les Malefactors will be playing. We got obituaries. We got a minute and a half left. It just dawned on me. Malefactors Friday night are playing, and then you got Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the St. Leonard Visitor Center north of Opelousas at exit 23. It's going to be a glass art exhibition from Miss Laverne and Sunset.
If anybody has heard how our own Westlake young man Joshua Ledette has proceeded, if he's still in the, what is it, American Idol?
Right.
He's one of the favorites going into this week's contest. I didn't get to watch it, so I don't know if he's still in. Let's hope he is, because he brought a lot of good advertisement for our state.
Yep.
And in our closing thought for the week, we always like to ask you to please consider attending the church of your choice. And we try to close with a little thought, and I call it a prayer. Eternal Father, grant me a child's spirit so that you can love me as your child. Thanks for viewing, thanks for listening, and thank you, Andrew, for assisting.
Thank you.